exercising the dominion of your nature and character. That's what I'm sharing. I also saw it. Now, like I opened your eyes now, I'm about to open your eyes. Now, if we share grace now and you're going to your room, and that thing I said make meaning to you, you can still speak in tongues as you're going to your room. You can still be praying. Those that pray, they don't die. You can't destroy a life that is burning. Those people, men don't beg with fire. Please let me ask some of us to listen. Those of us here who are married and having children, don't forget that family can bring stress to you of doubt and discouragement. Family can bring discouragement to you. Now, that time you are disconnected from God and you're minding your family is a precarious time. That is a time you are not in charge. Except you have a hot wife whose soul is redeemed. I say, except you have that the soul is redeemed. If you have a hot wife whose soul is redeemed, she tried to supply fire to you from her side. My question to you is that some of us who are here who are married, why is it difficult for your wife to get hot? In local seminar, do we have a woman minister? And if we don't have, why? That girl told me that it was in a meeting that she came to, and the wife of assistant pastor of Christ Embassy was ministering when she was at BIU. And the lady was so hot that the lady was just praying at the altar. She fell down at the back and started speaking in tongues. By the ministry of a woman. Why that girl was at the altar, somebody fell at the back of the church, was because she was with the altar with the quickener. Excuse me. Somebody who has a quickener is different from preaching. Anybody can preach. The difference is fire. You told me that a particular woman came into Ghana. Is it your person you told me? Is it like from Apostle Suleiman, is it? Who? Came into one of the Christ Embassy pastor's wife, came into Ghana and moved women. Huh? She said that one of the pastor's wife of Christ Embassy came into Kano and moved women from other churches to go and meet a girl that is born. attention is an economy. If you put your heart on something that doesn't matter, then your heart will not go to something that matters. Can I say it again? I am talking to one person. In case you're here, you know you can rise. Rise. Local service is looking for a woman minister. I know what it means for someone to descend fire on people. That's why I want to share. I want to go to two. Somebody who can descend fire on people. Huh? Who can descend on people. When you meet her, you'll be harsh. You don't get cold and descend fire on people. And that girl who came into Kano and women gathered for her, excuse me, will she be broke? As fire is going, something that comes with fire will come to your pocket. I said something that comes will come into your pocket. Something that fire gets. You want her to come into me that said this is the power of God and the 20, 30 people fell under unction. You want her to leave that place broke. It's not possible. When she said this is the power of God and that said 20, 30 people came under unction, that woman will not live there with less than 2,000 or what do I mean? 2 or 3 million. That is not possible for her. Is it because in the days of power, people volunteer? Volunteer means submission. That is when power break out, money submit to it. That is volunteer. When power break out, things volunteer. Car, volunteers. Houses, volunteers. Volunteers means that they follow, they submit to it. That's what the Bible means, volunteer. You get to a meeting and you want to raise money and you preach a short message and say this is the power of God. This is the power of God. It's upon that woman, it's upon a man. Suddenly before you, 40 people came under power. When they come under power, when you are done with it and tell them to give you money to support the church, you get what you're looking for. Under that influence. We call it volunteer. Money we volunteer. I was in Kano one day now. I was in Kano one day. The first time this I'm telling you made meaning to me. The Lord said, you want people to support the work in Lagos? I said, yeah. He said, make them volunteer. I was at Kano altar. He told me I should make them. I should raise volunteers. I said, this is power of God. Sunday morning, this is power of God. Somebody by the pillar that said, whom everywhere around the church there. One woman came to me and said, Daddy, I said, yes. He said, I'm going to bring money to you in the morning. I said, what happened? She said that time she fell down there. And then they came there and told her to sell the gold in her box and give me the money. That's volunteer. Excuse me. I don't want you to copy this thing. Because I know the way we think. I already know you. Don't copy this thing. Don't say Sheba taught it in pastor's conference. Don't talk this. Let me even leave it. I'm empty already. I don't even know what I'm to eat. make people to volunteer. How do you get broke? It's not possible. Excuse me. If I didn't bring that girl down, she would never say how good. If I didn't bring that girl down, she would say how good. How can she hear God ask her to say good when she's standing up? It's not possible. She had to hear it on the ground. She had to be on the ground to hear it. If she's standing up, she will never hear it. So I have to bring her down. Someone, are you blessed with that? Huh? Are you blessed with that? In Genesis chapter 1, I'm in the everlasting. In Genesis chapter 1, God said, let us make man to be like us. Let us make. And then there was a size. I'm sharing on dominion by nature's put size too. Nature, size, and character. When God made Adam in his image, Adam still has an image of a size and of a character and a nature to be in charge of a garden of his size. A garden of a size. A garden of a nature, of a man. A garden of a character, of a destiny. Sometimes some people talk about dominion and they don't consider size. Size can change. Why Jesus was occupied by Christ was to enhance, was to advance the size of Jesus. I came with a book on size. I don't know whether it's there. The book on size, is it there? Sizes of men determine their destinies. Yes, I came with a new book on size. Very beautiful book. Very beautiful book. I think it's about 12 chapters. Please, you need that book on size to see yourself and to see how you can improve your size. Christ was in Jesus to prove the size, to increase the size of the Galilean man. That the Son of Man might have the size of the Son of Christ. I mean the Son of God. Let me say it again. I said the Son of Man might have the size of the Son of Christ for the dominion of the Son of God. Because dominion makes demand on size. It makes demand on nature. That is why when a pastor is saying he wants a big church, the church will grow according to your size. According to your nature. A form of character. I don't know what I'm saying. Anything. I say a form of that dominion. If you see Psalm, God will not put under Psalm 8:3-6. God will not put under a man something the man does not have size and character to control. So the difference between the lion and the lamb is size, is nature, is character. God cannot give a lamb dominion that belongs to a lion's character in nature. Do you know why God gave Jesus spiritual kingdom? It was a lamb nature. Because a lamb will never have kingdom on the earth, a ruling kingdom, because of character. Character is more important than prayer. Why prayer gives you, character helps you to keep. I say why prayer gives you, character helps you to keep. In Hebrews chapter 2, listen. Dominion is not permanent. It makes demand on continuous intercession. It makes demand on continuous ability to keep what you have received. So we are not just developing camp. We are developing camp that we should sustain the value. That's how I'll come back in July by God's grace. Because that is the character that produced the camp. And that is the character that should sustain it. When a man says he used to be rich and is now poor, don't listen. He doesn't have character of riches. You don't lose something that you have if you have character to keep it. Can I say it again? I say you don't lose something that you have if you have character to keep it. In the first place, you know how you got it. What I'm trying to tell you, stay with me every day. When I am in the house and I sleep longer than I suppose, I will know it in my heart that I'm taking risk. Something will tell me you're taking risk. Remember that you're a shepherd of life and head of life and immortality. And the head of life and immortality is making demand on the character. Not something that should behave once. Something that should behave continuously to in eternity. Some people don't know that Jesus had to be praying in heaven. Because even sustaining what he has is still necessary while he's in heaven. That means there is no rest anywhere. Nobody walk up and down that Moses and Elijah they walk they meet Jesus. Now rest they walk they go. That, excuse me, those pillar of cloud that three of them appeared with simply means they've not rested. You don't rest with pillar of fire. And they didn't receive ability of that pillar in heaven. It was that pillar that made them testamental men. They developed that pillar in the Holy of Holies of their consecration. And then the fire didn't leave them. Wherever they are, they are within the fire. That's why they couldn't die. They're going up and down. Up to this night, they can't die anymore. Up to this night, they're still walking up and down. As up to now, they're still... Don't listen to people that tell you to rest against the condition that brought you honor. You will lose honor. Don't tell them to move you out of the character that brought you glory. Because glory will disappear if that character is not there. And in this meeting, you can form a new character of fire to apprehend the new glory. I say you can start generating fire. can say, Lord, I don't want my account not to have up to 5 million naira. And I don't want to trade to have it. I want to have it as a priest of fire. Then you start fasting. Listen, hunger to fast is not a small gift. Desire to fast is not a small desire. It's not commonplace. Stay hot. Size separates us. Do you know why we are not accusing Kumui? Enoch. Do you know why we are not accusing them? Do you know why people don't like accuse Kumui? I am growing before you. I am. Huh? We are all growing together. We are also growing with these villagers who are hearing our voice. They know we come, that we are here. I said they know that it is you will never accuse a man that you know that became big before you, and you're the one who watched him got big. So you know how he got big. The people that is accused is people that their greatness is magical. There is nothing in the camp here. You don't know when it was done. So how can somebody tell you that we're using certain power? Which power? All this things came from pen. And they didn't come immediately. They came gradually. Even you were there filling that place. Now they are putting block. And is it not 1, 1, 1? Now they are trying to do lintel there. Huh? And you were there filling it. And then somebody said, don't mind Lucas Hammer. Who knows the power they are using? The power I use, are you the one that put it there? This is my first night. That means I still have 9 nights. When we leave, they said, don't mind them. Who knows the power they are using? I and Revito Mark started coming from year 2000. That is, we have come for 25 years together. Put your hand together for him. How many years? We have gone 25. We have gone 25 years in this village. We have preached for 25 years in this village. Church, why are you postponed? Huh? And we come regularly. And somebody say, which power are they using? Which power?